Hearts grow cold. See words whispered, hearts grow cold. Promises made in a moment of fire, but feelings change and love gets tired. There's a love that never bends, never breaks, never ends. Before I reached, you reached for me on that cross at Calvary. When I was broken, you stayed. When I was lost, you played. No conditional disguise, just mercy flowing from your life. Your love is greater than Valentine, stronger than emotion, deeper than time. You gave your life, you gave your life, you paid the price, you paid the price. That's not a romance, that's sacrifice. Your love is steady, you're the night, faithful forever. Yours is mine, yours is mine. No chocolates, no roses, or candlelight, can't compare to your God-be life. Make say love is how you feel. More short of love made my healing real. That butterflies, not that deep eyes. You took the name, you wore the crown. When I hadn't been there, place when I deserve regret. You loved me first, you loved me true. When I failed, you forgave. You didn't walk away. This stayed the course, you bore my stay. Call me yours and change my name. Your love is greater than Valentine, stronger than emotion, deeper than time. You gave your life, you paid the price, that's not wrong. Find a love that bled from me. Flowers fade, cards grow old. Sweet words are whispered, hearts grow cold. Promises made in a moment of fire, but feelings change and love gets tired. But there's a love that never bends, never breaks, never ends. Before I reached, you reached for me on that cross at Calvary. When I was broken, you day. When I was lost, you paid. No conditions, no disguise, just mercy flowing from your life. Your love is greater than Valentine, stronger than emotion, deeper than time. You gave your life, you paid the price. That's not romance, that's sacrifice. Oh, your love is steady, pure, divine, faithful, forever. Yours is mine. Oh, no chocolate, roses, or candlelight can't compare to your agape life. Yeah. They say love is how you feel. What you love made my healing real. Not butterflies, not empty vows. You took the nails, you wore the crown. Friend when I had nothing left, grace when I deserve regret. You love me first, you love me true. I am alive because of you. When I failed, you forgave. You didn't walk away, you stayed the course. You bore my shame, called me yours, and changed my name. It's greater than Valentine, greater than Valentine, ocean, deeper than time. You gave your life, you paid the price. It's not romance, no sacrifice. Stay pure, divine, faithful forever. Faithful forever. Yours is mine. No chocolates, roses, or candlelight can't compare to your agape life. 'Cause love heals the broken. It's love heals the broken. It's love opens blind eyes. It's love speaks when the world stays silent. Love every time. Not based on how I look, not based on what I do. I'm chosen, forgiven, restored, all because of you. You don't love me for a season, you don't leave when I fall. Your love stands through every reason. Jesus, you are all in all. Greater, so much greater. Your love is greater than Valentine. Oh, forever, 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 forever. I'm held forever, forever, by the love that blind from me. Your love is greater than Valentine. Heaven-born mercy, heaven-born mercy, power divine. You gave your life, you called me yours. 'Cause it's the love that endures. God is holy, rich and wise, lifted me from death to life. No worldly love can match the sight of Jesus. Agape life. So I don't need roses to feel complete. I've been loved at the Savior's feet. Jesus, you're my greatest sign. Your love is greater than Valentine.
The love of Christ greater than Valentine. Today the world celebrates Valentine's Day, a day of roses, chocolates, cards, and romance. But while the world celebrates romantic love, the church must proclaim redemptive love. Valentine love says, I love you because of how you make me feel. The love of Christ says, I love you even when it costs me everything. Today, we are declaring one simple but eternal truth. The love of Christ is greater than Valentine love. 1. How do we define the love of Christ? The love of Christ is God's self-giving, covenantal, holy, and sacrificial commitment to seek the highest eternal good of humanity at infinite cost to himself, without being conditioned on human worthiness. Key characteristics of the love of Christ. Sacrificial. Christ loved us and gave himself for us. Ephesians 5:2. Love is proven by the cross, not by feelings. Initiating. While we were still sinners, Christ died for us. Romans 5 verse 8. He loved before we responded. Covenantal. Having loved his own, he loved them to the end. John 13. It is faithful, enduring, and binding. Redemptive. The Son of Man came to seek and to save the lost. Luke 19:10. Its goal is transformation, not mere affection. Holy. Christ's love does not affirm sin. It rescues from sin. Unchanging. Nothing shall separate us from the love of Christ. Romans 8:35-39. How do we define Valentine love? Valentine love is a culturally celebrated form of romantic affection, driven primarily by emotional attraction, desire, and personal gratification, often expressed through gestures, gifts, and sexual intimacy. Key characteristics of Valentine love. Emotion-centered. It rises and falls with feelings. Desire-driven, often fueled by attraction, chemistry, and romance. Conditional. It thrives when needs are met and fades when they are not. Temporal. It can be intense but is often short-lived. Expression-focused. Measured by gifts, words, attention, and experiences. Not sinful by nature, but can be sinful by practice. Incomplete and fragile when isolated from godly love. 3. Key distinctions between the love of Christ and Valentine love. 1. The love of Christ is sacrificial. Valentine love is self-gratifying. 2. The love of Christ is eternal. Valentine love is temporal. 3. The love of Christ is covenant-based. Valentine love is feeling-based. 4. The love of Christ seeks holiness. Valentine love seeks happiness and sexual pleasure. 5. The love of Christ initiates in grace. Valentine love responds to attraction, including sexual attraction. 6. The love of Christ saves from sin and death and transforms life. Valentine love pleases and excites and can even kill. 7. The love of Christ is unconditional. Valentine love often conditional. Christ redefines love. Jesus did not say, "They will know you are my disciples by your romance." He said, "By this all will know that you are my disciples if you have love for one another." John 5. That love is his kind of love. Preaching soundbite. Valentine love asks, "How do you make me feel?" Christ's love asks, "How can I give myself for your good?" Faith declaration. I receive the love of Christ, holy, sacrificial, and eternal. I choose to love others not by emotion alone, but by truth, grace, and commitment.